I freaking love this card, Naspira Enthralled, and it looks like a pretty good one. No Minion Demon Hunter. This deck right here is currently a tier 2 list right now in Hearthstone. Not at the tippity top of the meta, but still definitely a viable climbing option, whose only real weakness, it seems, is Imbue Druid, which is unfortunately the #1 deck right now. But if you're not seeing a ton of Imbue Druid, this is really good against the rest of the field, and because of that can still ultimately win you some games. And this is the only class I realized I hadn't played yet. So I thought, let's take a look at Demon Hunter and have some fun here with Naspira Enthralled, because I freaking love this card. I love the art on this one, the color scheme. It just looks so cool and detailed, and the effect is really fun too, basically giving you these 5 pings that you can accelerate a little bit with Fel spells. Then you get Naspira, more Fel spell synergy, getting you cheap Naga, which can create some really big swingy boards. Also, don't sleep on just getting a free 6/6 sometimes after already getting, you know, a lot of ping value out of your Naspira. Like, that's just really good. It also has great interactions with Broxigar and the portal chains, being able to ping off all these demons. They're also Fel spells, so it's just this really beautiful sort of 1-2 punch there. That it just creates this really smooth chain. On top of that, the rest of this deck, as you can see, no minions, which is great for cards like Eternal Hold and Hounds of Fury. This can be a cool little anti-tempo card sometimes, or it can be damage. Just hit people in the face sometimes for 6 if you've managed to clean out their board or lower their health enough. And then Eternal Hold just has some big time demon plays. I'm pleasantly surprised always how good this feels just slamming on turn 6. Like, it's actually again, one of the better cards in the deck. So I liked this deck a lot. I don't normally resonate with Demon Hunter decks all that well. Sometimes they're like a little too aggressive, or like just not my play style, but this one lined up really nice for me. One of the most fun Demon Hunter decks I can ever actually remember playing, because it's like this cool mix of like control and like sneakiness without all the minions, and like some randomness from randomly generated minions. It like scratches a lot of different itches that I don't normally see with Demon Hunter, and it's still good, which is a great recipe for me. So if I was ever going to play a Demon Hunter deck, it would look exactly like this one. This is really fun and surprisingly strong. Yeah, Sigil of Cinder, I think I actually like okay against Shaman. The mulligan right here is not the strongest, but ooh, Eternal Hold's just a good card, it seems. A little worried about getting to turn 6 against Shaman. I'm mostly just happy to not be playing an Imbue Druid. That matchup has proven really tough so far, I think. I've had like 3 or 4 games that just did not go well against Imbue Druid. It's a really tough one. And it's common. So that it does feel like this deck would actually be notably better right now. It's kind of low tier 2 right now with a 53% win rate, 54 pretty much. It does feel like it would be higher otherwise. I think we're going to coin the Wyverns here, right? Just because that needs time to cook. You know, the dormants need a minute to pop out. This is a decent split here. Kind of one of each. This one might be a little too late. I'm worried. I really like actually like the dog a lot, because you know, that 3 attack actually can matter a lot to clean up a little tokens on board or whatever, kill those little taunt guys, kill little Witch's Apprentice, that sort of stuff, you know. Witch's Apprentice is pretty sick off Flight of the Firehawk, by the way, dude. It's really nice, just 0 mana 2/3. It's pretty good. It's really, really cool. So I think you still go Axe here for sure. That's going to be great for the Naspira as well. I'm going to have a lot of portals, basically. Good at chipping through the board as well. Much like we said, that 3 damage on that Hound. Same here with a weapon. So I think we will go Naspira ping, portal ping, attack ping. We'll be in a pretty good spot there too. Like, you know, setting up well with the Naspira, with actually some decent Fel spells in hand that are relatively cheap. Fumigate also could hit fairly well against this. There's like a fair number of elementals, like technically totems, of course. This is a bit of a mixed bag here, but otherwise all right. Hey, actually a couple beasts already for the Fumigate. I think you still want to go Naspira first here, but not too bad. So yeah, Naspira. Well, we ping first. Portal, ping, attack. I think, do you maybe attack the Nightmare Lord Xavius though? Yeah, probably so, since we got lifesteal anyway, right? I don't mind using the mana here anyway. And then you go portal ping again. Portal ping. Just juicing the Naspira, advancing the portals super hard. Here's some potential big damage burst for our Broxigar as well, which is nice. This is going pretty well, actually. Really smooth so far. Naspira will not be done next. Well, it could be done next turn, but we wouldn't have a good follow-up for it. It's one of those where it's like, is the 6/6 on board worth enough that you just push it anyway? Because you just like, hey, I like a free 6/6, you know? How much do you need the Naga versus just getting the body, I guess, is the question. I think it's not crazy because we're also going to have a 5/5 taunt that's chilling behind, I think. Hey, multiple elementals for fumigates. Great. This is not an elemental, but we can still be happy, I think. Yeah, I think we got to take this, right? You can ping this a couple times as well into a time lost glaive, I guess. Yeah. That's pretty good too, honestly. And then you get, like we said, we get the 6/6, which, you know, again, like, yeah, of course I wish I was playing a fell spell after, but I'm just not going to complain about the 6/6. It's just like, this is a really nice turn 5 board. We've got the sigil set up. We've got a weapon equipped. We're moving into the Eternal Hold. So if they get busy dealing with this, right, who cares about the Naspira, which actually we don't even have a single fell spell right now. So it's almost like it's bait anyway. Yeah, yeah, like you see, like it's just bait. It's like, okay, sure, you hexed it. I don't care. That wasn't my game plan anyway, right? Like that was all bonus. Static Shock to deal with a frog and there's Sentinel incoming. I mean, this is a fine set of trades here, sure. Rush doesn't hurt us. It's fine. I'll probably just leave it on board. If I was them, I would. Static Shock again. Oh, they're gonna kill this actually. Okay, cool. I like that. That does make my trade a little more awkward here sometimes, for sure. Pretty much always. I think. Well, oh no, Sigil. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. It's so weird how Sigil ticks and then it shows the turn and then it's like a little confusing every time, but not a big deal. Let's go Eternal Hold. I might. Oh my good God, dude. There's like a part of me that's like, do you just not? I mean, you have to play this, right? Like, it's so great with the rush is the thing, but like they just used a hex. Dude, you could just wait. Like, what's the hurry, right? You just wait? This is not based on this turn or anything. I mean, I don't know though, dude. It's like 12 damage if it's on board to the other side of it. Surely they don't have a second hex, right? I think there's actually really good arguments for both. If this gets hexed, you're super sad. But it's like, well, come on. They already used one and, you know, I don't think you play around that like incredibly specific hex scenarios. I think it's smarter to just play it because the ability for it to push a ton of damage also is just a really nice threat. So surely we can get through this stuff a little more easily with like infestation and just push 12 to face. Like this has got to be game over here, right? Like this is just too much for the opponent, right? I don't really love playing just the Wyverns. It's like, I think the game's gonna end sooner than that, so let's just do a card draw thing. That guy has more damage, which is cool. Yeah, I think pushing 3 is fine. It's honestly pretty decent. Yeah, we could just push something back to hand. So the good news is here, right? Like the Death Rattle is already dealing 3 to face, so I only need to find 5 more damage. I also have the Eternal Hold coming back up again. This is great. Yeah, Tiamat's gonna clear for sure, but then they're just gonna be pretty much dead, right? Because of hounds. I don't even think pretty much is the answer. Oh, actually, yeah, they're gonna be at 5. He's gonna be at 6. So yeah, they're dead to hounds. Yeah, hounds for lethal. I love it. I kind of want to hit the button though, just to see, right? It's like a little bit of BM, I guess. Dude, that's cool too. Dang, dude, some sick plays. This is fun though. Using these to snipe over the top's cool. Yeah, good win, man. That was really clean. We got to use both of the legendary locations to great effect. That's a really cool card to have too, by the way, in the pool. It's like you need another minion to pay it off, but you could hit one with your 3-drop spell. All right. Crazy to me, Solitude's mulligan win rates that week, dude. I guess Dreadseed starts a little safer here, though. Maybe just start building out those. They certainly want to come down earlier rather than later. Eternal Hold, #1 hand rank on mulligan win rate. Nice, dude. Very powerful, I suppose. Oh, Sigil of the Seas has to be high, too. This card feels so good, dude. This is going to be a Face Hunter. It's looking pretty good. I can't believe that the like dragon stuff in Face Hunter is not facey enough. Like this meta has just gone to the extremes so hard that it's like Imbue Druid beats anything late. So Imbue Druid takes the top of the greedy meta. And then to beat Imbue Druid, you have to go so fast that every other deck is just like giga aggro. Maybe Herald Shaman, kind of Unholy Death Knight are sort of mid-rangey, but pretty darn fast and swarmy mid-range decks. Everything else is like, nope, we gotta go fast. I guess Aura Paladin is decently mid-rangey, but it's also at the bottom of tier 2, you know. It's like the worst of the good decks so far. So pretty crazy stuff though. Yeah, let's save on that glaive again. We want Dread Seeds to come down sooner, not later. This one's very, very good against Face Hunter. Just need to make sure we get to it, which I think we will for sure. Slumber looks pretty good either way. Nispira, definitely a card we like to get down sooner rather than later. If I have a really good ping, I might feel inspired by that. Otherwise, I feel like Slumber for just 2 more Dread Seeds is probably worth it. The cool thing about Nispira is like you can accelerate it. If it comes down on turn 5, you can still push through the pings a little faster there, which is nice. Opponent just has to trade into this 3/3. That's beautiful. I love it. Really nice. Yeah, I think Slumber again here for bodies is just the right way to go. Just get me some tempo. Yeah, nice. We got a little mix, dude. A little of everybody. This is cool. I will say Hound is maybe my least favorite. I don't know. You just don't expect needing that attack too much. I mean, if you look at it, he's kind of an insane card, but if you think about this card, it's kind of insane. Like if you ignore the dormant, think about how insane it is to get a 4/4 +3 attack and a 3/3 for only 3 mana. That is a ridiculous result. Opponent is loading up some damage in hand, which is very scary for what's her name, lady, 3-drop lady. What is it? Neri? What's her name? Neri of the Crater, yeah. That's a little spooky for sure. Hounds of Fury. I love it, dude. Yes. Let's go. We are going to have some life gain off this lifesteal, which otherwise we wouldn't. So that is a perfect turn 4 top deck. And now we have really, really counter-tempoed hard. I think since we're at 29, the opponent's going to have a super hard time recovering here. It would really have to be like over the top damage that kills us, which I don't know how they're going to get that done fast enough either, frankly. Because I'm now going to start hitting them for like 10 plus per turn. They've only got a few turns here to really get it all together. Wow, no, that's insane. No, I take it back. That's so insane. Oh, dude, that's so insane. What a great hit there. Ridiculous tracking result and timing on that. Absolutely absurd. All right, dude, let's kill the Sylvanas here. Let's pop another one of these bad boys too. Bada boom. Time Lost Glaive again. No, I think you go Hive Map, right? We might even get an I-Beam here. Ew, perfect. Okay. I don't really need to use this necessarily. Oh, Sigil or Sigil? I think this one being cheaper is better, right? Yeah, let's do this. So we're back to 30. This is almost engaged. I think you still always go Eternal Hold next turn, though. This could be a great result. The 5/5 now, sadly, like, actually feels a little bit wasted, but, you know, they're going to have to deal with it. They can't leave it on board. So hopefully it forces some of that, like, removal out of... Some of that damage in hand turns into removal, basically. They have to send 6 into it or whatever with their rocks. That would be cool. Neri is here, so actually you're just going to use 1 rock to clear it. Maybe clear the 4/4 as well like this then. I think that's pretty cool. I do, again, though, like that, you know, kind of wasting some damage. That's good news for us. And just stranding their Neri here, too. which it does certainly feel like we need to kill that Neri. So I think we're going to go ahead and pass on the Eternal Hold here just to make sure this can die quite confidently. And get our Naspira up too, even though we don't actually currently have an activator for it. It's just about a body right now, right? We just want that body. Maybe we're willing to take 2 to protect our 3-1. I think that's true, actually, yeah. I think that's true. Yeah, okay. I don't need the minion in hand necessarily, so let's sit. Yeah, all right. So, like, just straight up using this as a 6/6, right? Like, who cares about the ability right now? We just want a 6/6 on board, you know? We spent 3 mana to get a 6/6, basically, is what I'm saying. Now, they're just, like, they've just turned the corner now and have to just launch face. Just to open up their Quel'Darai. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, okay. Yeah, the heat is still on always, man. Eternal Hold needs to hit something here, maybe. I guess I'm pretty likely to clear the board quite effectively, which is nice. That means we can kind of turn the corner, too, here. Yeah, that 2-1-1-2 I can probably hit. I don't know. Let's see what we get on demons. What? Dead ever? 9, 11, 12? I mean, I don't think so, right? Let's see. Hey! They're dead! I'm so glad I checked, dog. I don't know that I would have picked this otherwise, right? I don't know. Maybe I mean, I'm sure I would have noticed, but still. Nice, dude. Really good. Can't complain. Having the Doomguard in there is actually pretty legit, right? I also just loved the Naspira. Like, that's a good game showing, like, Naspira doesn't have to be this, like, fell combo card, right? It's just a 3-mana 6/6 sometimes. It's, like, dormant, right? But it also gives you 5 damage. Like, that's not bad if you think about it. All right. This is a crazy mulligan win rate, dude. Like, crazy, actually. These two make sense to me. This one is, like, it's crazy that Eternal Hold is that strong. Actually wild. I want to try it though. I'm up for it. Like I'm into it. Start of game. Disappear. So imagine that was his only tech. Oh man, just start a game. Disappear. What a great. It would actually be a great card. Every deck would run that card, right? If it just said start a game, disappear, and it didn't kill a draw. I think every single deck would run that. All right. Let's. Oh, this math is actually so weird for us, unfortunately. We don't really ever need 3 attack, do we? I mean, I think you still play this, right? If you get a playable guy here. Wow, that's a cool outcast. Yeah, I mean, I think you do. You just, maybe it goes face, though, because I think we have a lot of good 2 damage breakpoints. You just want to cycle and spend your mana effectively, right? Having 3 and 1 breakpoints there were weird. I just don't want that thing growing. I don't mind a 2/2 on board, it's fine. So, I mean, clearly here, some kind of tokeny deck. Whoa, dude, this is sick. What did it show us what it gets? I have no idea how that's gonna work. Yeah, I think we need to clear that before it gets bad. I don't know, this could be worse than not killing it or not. I don't know, but if it's the evolve thing, oh my god, dude, it's worse. Are they overloaded at all? No. Does it not show you what card they get? No, dog. That's insane, dude. I love that. I gotta go Wyvern Slumber here hard. I'm still in trouble a little bit. Need to pop the Annoyotron first, I guess. Okay. You need the Stinger then. Because you could fully clear with a Stinger, right? I think you probably do. Just avoid problems like this. Whew, I haven't really been using that as an AoE much, but that might be a game-saving AoE right there. Dang, killing that was probably a mistake in hindsight. I was thinking it was maybe that evolve card, right? And then that would be better to kind of get it out of the way. But when it's that summon a giant wall of idiots card, that's a whole different story. Yeah, let's go Hounds, I guess. Not totally perfect here, but I like that it's a couple little value trades, right? Do you Hive map or just hero power? Might just hero power the 3/4, honestly. Just to set up some better hits this way. It kind of sucks because you don't love taking the extra damage, but you're sort of hoping it's not a problem as long as you keep the board in check. If you don't keep the board in check, it's a problem. Static Shock there is not so bad. Yeah, I think we're keeping the board in check. All right, what's in their hand? This turn they just kind of floated a lot. Basically did nothing. It's really good news. It gives me a lot of space for hold here. Sometimes I'd be nervous. So we just want a big, giant, crazy dude, right? Draw 2 is probably not better than Priestess, right? I think Priestess is just a really nice, big, crazy dude. Let's just trade. Yeah, let's just start pinging face, create some counter pressure here. Next turn is if they go wide, you could probably get through with like Wyverns plus Infestation. Sort of wide, but not that crazy wide. I mean, Wyverns plus Infestation does look really nice though. Deal 2 to all. A lot of that gets cleaned up in the kind of junk if you wanted to as well, like let this go off. Do I value the minions on board more, or do I value the face damage more? Boy, that's an interesting question. I think I value the face damage a little more at this stage. Just the way this game's lining up, right? I don't know, maybe a 2-1's better on board, but like they're kind of dying. That's gonna die, so I'll leave that. They're like pretty much dead, right? I think this is the absolute right decision because I almost have lethal just in hand with time loss plus hero power, so I'm just saying, hey, I don't know how good minions on board are, but I know hitting them in the face really hard is pretty good. That's fine, dude. Rhaegar deck. So this is obviously a Giga lethal. Cool. Yeah, that was a little shaky, but that Wyverns just absolutely reset that game. I like their deck doing some different stuff there with Rhaegar. Force that card I already forgot about. Everybody told me it was going to be broken, but all right. I cannot believe Solitude has such a low rank. It feels like such a good card. I mean, maybe it was better before they changed it. I think they kind of technically said they buffed it, right? But I don't know. I like that it's coming back, honestly. I'm cool with this. So this is probably Imbue Druid. Could be an aggro Druid, though, which we'll see. We're okay against the aggro Druid. I think Imbue Druid might be a tough matchup if I have to guess. I haven't played it, but if I have to guess. Worth coining an Infestation? Probably not. Might be a better time to coin like a Hounds of Fury or something. Am I the only person that hates these decks being called Spell Demon Hunter? I talked about this to the HS Replay guys like years ago when we first got the first Spell Mage. I was like, guys, it's not just spells. Like you can have other card types. Because I think it had a hero card or something at the time. Yeah, I guess you go for a body here. Dread Seeds are good early. You know, and now of course it's got weapons, it's got locations, it's not just spells. It's not right to call it a Spell Demon Hunter. It's a no minion deck. That's what I called it, no minions. It's a very different thing. We have lots of card types, guys. If it said specifically if your deck is all spells, that would be, you know, that's Spell Demon Hunter. That's it. Hybridization. I mean, they're definitely imbue. We see the hero power, by the way. Circle back on that, right? I don't love how slow this one is. I think I'd rather have a fast plan here. Yeah, I'm gonna go Hounds, honestly, just 2 turns in a row, just smork face, just hit for 6 and 6, right? Maybe the next time there's some minions, whatever, but these might also just chill on board and hit for 6. I think we need to go under the big imbue package. It's gonna be really hard to beat the big guys. They've spent a lot of time drawing cards right now, a lot of mana drawing cards, but it's gonna get hairy fast. That Chameleon Rush thingy, giving them ability to trade in, is really gonna be annoying. Here's a big turn already, right? It does look like the Hounds have potentially some value trades. That is already rushing in. Brutal. Yeah, see, that's a really bad Hounds trade. Like, look at this turn, dude. Like, we were ahead. What happened? Wyverns plus hero power looks not great. Like, what happened, dude? This suicides into this and then kills this, I guess. That doesn't seem great. You kind of left with a 3-3 and a 3-3 versus a 3-3 and a 3-1. I mean, this is gonna pop up to recover us a little bit. Like, what an insane turn, dude. Just so much counter tempo. It's really crazy. I hate that this is a 3-1. Why does this card need to give a 2 health buff? That's gonna be the first nerf in this deck. You wait and see. I just have nothing here that I think is good. That's what's scary. It's like not a single play here actually feels very good. I think it's this just because it's on curve, but it just feels terrible. They recovered so much tempo here. It's wild. You know, it just came out of nowhere and it's like suddenly instant crazy board. And now the problem is, right, they certainly outscale me late. You know, I can maybe try to go over the top at some point and kill them with damage, right? But it's gonna be hard because I just didn't get that much through, you know. I only got 7 through or whatever in the meantime. Some big eternal hold plays, like there are certainly some ways for us to push through, but Flutterwing is, oh my god, dude, the tempo here is crazy. What that's actually maybe the problem with this deck is it's like the best late game deck, but it's actually pretty strong at developing mid game boards. I wouldn't say early game boards, right, but mid game boards for sure. Naspira, I mean, this is definitely a card I need to get down sooner rather than later. I just don't know, like, is this the real window for it, you know? What the heck would I even ping here? Don't actually have a guaranteed fell spell. I'll have to pre-commit some mana next turn if I want this to go off. I mean, you just don't know. Like, if you ping, they're probably just going to trade that guy in more effectively. So I think we'll just wait. I mean, we're way behind, but I do have this Sigil coming up. I have Naspira pings. I think we'll be able to tidy up their board next turn. Maybe with Wyvern's Slumber, maybe without. But, I don't know. We just don't have a lot of time here. You guys want me to play Imbue Druid? Like, normally I do a video on, like, the best deck or whatever, you know, of a given expansion. I was kind of hoping the meta would settle and this wouldn't be the best deck because it's not the most fun one to showcase, probably. But if you guys still want to see it. I mean, it doesn't even have that many new cards, right? Is there any new cards? Fellwood Treant, I guess? That's what they've played so far. Probably some spells made the cut. I don't know. It's going to take the value trade there. Maybe not, actually. Just kidding. Going to keep it big. I like that better, actually, yeah. This is just insane. Another 0-cost hero power. Brutal. I don't even know what I would change in this deck. It's all so, like, oh my god, it's just brutal. This 6 damage is just basically doing nothing. It's all going face as well. We hit 3 to face. Are you serious with that? Come on, dude. That is outrageous. I don't even know where to start. I just have no idea where to start. This Kingy, that new Outcast card, the Flood. These do not have a minion type, unfortunately. There should be a plant type. I mean, I think you go cheap, right? It's not. This is not even that cheap. Is the crazy thing, right? It's just not even that cheap. Chaos Strike sucks, dude. Man, I need like I-Beam now. No, there's the Flash Flood. No! Why are all these cards so freaking expensive too, dude? Like, we're just dead, right? I think we're just dying. Just dead on board by a million, man. It's just brutal. God, that... Basically, like, turn 4, 5, and 6, or whatever it was, right, was just outrageous. I had no chance here. Tough, man. If this were a token druid, you might want to keep the Fumigate, but we don't know. The problem is right now, the 2 best decks in the game are both druid, and they generally do things very differently, so it's very hard to mulligan, which sometimes that actually boosts those decks' win rates even further. I think since that's a shatter card, this is token druid. Indeed it is. Thank God we have the Time Lost Glaive here to answer that guy otherwise. that could be a problem. Now, I think we are a little better against Token Druid than Imbue Druid. The matchup data on this deck suggests that. It's still kind of 50-50 though against Token Druid, so it's shaky, right? I will say I think our hand's pretty good for it though, so that helps. So, you know, Imbue Druid just gets too big too quick for us. Token Druid, we can kind of keep up with all this little stuff for a minute, you know, chipping through a lot of these little guys. I think even Sigil here is good. Give me a 1-drop. One time in my life I want a 1-drop, actually. No, 3-drop. Pretty good one though, maybe. You know what? I think I'm actually just gonna coin the Naspira here, right? We have the Fell Spell, we have a 1/1 on board. We definitely want to keep their board in check, so one of the rare times I think this is the right move. And then Cenarius becomes really good too, because I get the portals faster, right? So that's nice. This is shattered already, so that's of course really spooky and annoying, and that's the worst, but we'll be all right. So let's hit. We got to get through all this stuff anyway, I think. I'm not gonna stress too much. Yeah, we just ping our 1/1 here, right? Doesn't help to unleash more guys yet. Dude, that early shatter is so strong too. Like that's boy, that's tough. I don't know. We're getting into a decent wyverns now though, because we can like hit wyverns. But actually we can ping first too. Sigil, ping, hit wyverns. They don't go taller again this turn if they just go wider again. Nice. Oh, this might actually be game over. Honestly, this could be game over. They're out of cards. Like this is like the, you know, the shatter was good, but they are all kind of all in since we've sort of kept up okay here. This could just be game over, right? So Sigil to open this up. Ping here, hit here, get another portal, right? Play the portal. Wyverns the entire board. I guess you can ping face too, but it doesn't have to be in this order. Well, do you ping this first, maybe? No, I don't think so, right? You don't. Wipe the board, and they are in top deck mode, and we are still at 21 health. We're about to get an Aspira as well, probably next turn. Like, perfectly perfect. And we're getting a 3/3. Odyssey is a pretty good draw for them, honestly. They get 2 for 1 here. I don't think it's going to be enough, but... like, just so clean, dude. Like, what a clean game this was. Just so clean. Like, really good mulligan. That's not so great. This needs to be a fell spell. It is. Okay. Perfect. We hit here. We ping here. Probably actually should ping face. I'm going to go for another fell spell here, though. No such luck. Flash flood only, huh? Well, that's annoying. Yeah, I don't care about that 1/1, so we're going to just go ahead and do this. It's great. Opponent is still in top deck mode. I don't know how much card draw they run in this, but I suspect not that much. Right? It's kind of one of those decks where you don't have that much reload opportunity. You kind of have to go all in. As built. Like a Quest Druid can probably sustain more reload and go for some mid-game boards, but I think Quest Druid is just getting raced out of the meta right now. Yeah, again, really weak draw. So now we have a full-on just free Naspira turn. Honestly, again, though, not that many fell spells. Yeah, opponent's conceding. Yeah, just too far behind. Really clean, dude. Really clean. So, like I said, this is about a 50-50 matchup. I think slightly favored for Demon Hunter, but the imbue side of things is tough. So it's just like, how do you mulligan for these? I think you just... I mean, honestly, in this deck, you probably mulligan the same anyway, which is just fast cards. But because Wyvern Slumber does have that nice flexibility where it can both be aggression against the Imbue Druid with the bodies, and it can be defense against the Token Druid. So I do say probably that No Minion Demon Hunter has a better mulligan tree there, decision tree, but a lot of decks would have a really tough one, I think. Oh boy, here we go, another Druid. Yeah, let's keep the aggressive stuff. Either way, I hope this is better against either Druid, right? Like early aggression against an imbue or, you know, counter tempo. This looks like Token Druid again. Okay. So again, we've had some good hits against Token Druid and some bad hits against imbue, but I think this one still can go south for us, just depending on how quick they go. Do we ever go for press advantage over Sigil here? I don't think so. Coin seems to have a lot of value. Not a lot of fell spells yet for Naspira. I just love looking at this card, man. This art is just so detailed and rich and colorful. Like, man, it's freaking cool looking. I just love the vibes of all of this. It's so sick. So this is a fine press, but I'll be honest, I'm a little tempted to just go for Wyverns already, but I think you just have to consider that Wyverns has so much potential upside as a removal that you can't use it as a tempo generator, right? Again, if it were the other side of this matchup, and it were Imbue, of course, I think I would coin out the tempo, go for the bodies. But like Wyverns is, you know, like this turn could already just be insane. Oh my god, they got the shatter too already. Oh, they keep hitting this shatter early and it's so brutal for us. It's actually so insane. I guess you go Naspira first here. Oh god, it's so brutal. Coin Hounds is kind of interesting.
Maybe.
Wyverns, it's just like it barely helps you, you know? Right now, I mean it does, but it's just like stage one of the problem. I think you need like setup first. I want to narrow the board as much as I can to deny future buffs, right? So I think just doubling in through these, even though, you know, I do have the Wyverns and stuff. It's so hard. It's so hard. I'm afraid that was the back-breaking flock into shatter might have been the back-breaking play we didn't need to see, right? It might be hard to recover. I might have to get a second Wyverns or something. I mean, I think, oh, that's a, don't buff. If you don't buff, this is pretty good. Oh, no buff. Okay. So that we might have to go Wyverns here just to deal with that Crystal Spine guy easily. Oh, this Wyverns is, oh, he's not easily dealt with, you idiot. We don't have the Naspira yet. He's already buffed once, man. I mean, you still have to, oh my god, do these share any types? No, all they have is a freaking, it does, oh, there are 3 beasts actually. There's 3 beasts. Oh, there's 3 beasts. Oh my god, that's so sick, dude. There's 3 beasts. So then you go Wyverns and they're down to 2 guys. Oh, this is actually so sick. And the Spyras, I don't think really helps right now, right? We just wait till there's a better hit. There's no fell in hand anyway, so. I mean, I guess if you don't ever draw a fell, theoretically you're better off doing it now so that you get the reroll sooner. But assuming you hit any fell spells, I think this is the right way to go. Woo! The Fumigate was so clutch with 3 beasts on board. Oh my god, that was actually maybe a game-saving draw. I'll say we're not like out of the woods yet. Like we can still lose, obviously, but I don't think we had any chance to win without that, basically. Without it, we were really, really cooked. Hive map, huh? If you get a cheap guy, I think you're pretty pumped. Like a, you know, I-beam or something. Fell Infusion. I mean, Flash Flood's great sometimes for later. Sigil. Like, if you think you can sustain a turn, Sigil's pretty good, but
Maybe.
I think I gotta go Infestation this turn, just, or maybe you still just go Hounds, right? Maybe Hounds is okay, leave 1 guy alive. I mean, I do get a second Fell Spell's the thing, right? So it's like, if it's another cheap one, shoot, I don't know, this may backfire. I need I-beam. Fell Infusion. I mean, it's okay. I don't love it. It's okay. I get to deal with this. I get to heal 1. I get a little bit of tempo. I don't know, man. We might regret this. 6 damage is a lot to leave on board. I need a Fell Spell to get my Naspira too. I mean, Infestation solves a fair number of problems, right? Don't be a big thing. Don't be a big... Is it Mark of the Wild? That's not a disaster, I guess. Still a lot of damage, though. It just makes Hounds weird. So what's an hand that you wouldn't play here, I wonder? How's this math going to go to, I guess? I forgot we had this up. Hounds is a clear now, I'll say. Infestation's a little weird. I mean, you hate to Hounds to just like only stabilize, right? Like you're not doing anything else. It feels so bad. That would be great for later. This, if this hits I-beam, I'm so over the moon pumped. just so excited. Oh, I'm so excited, dude. So excited. Oh my god. Chaos Strike is also great because I can ping and get a free bonus Naga here and draw a card. Oh, and we get some. Oh, this one's an insane one. I really wish it were playable right now, but it's insane, dude. Oh, I wish I had Taunt too, but it's still insane. And we healed 3 anyway, and now their board is empty. We got Lifesteal coming here. I still have a lot of removal in hand. I think we might actually be okay, guys. I don't want to. Oh my god, no. Well, actually, I guess Hounds deals with that pretty effectively, right? I mean, you have the guy behind it, but... Oh. I'll just... Well, you could also flash flood it, huh? Is this clear? The Death Rattle resolves first for sure, right? It must. You could also just take the I-Beam, I guess. But surely this works. I think it works, right? It doesn't work, but I can just trade anyway. Okay, that's fine too, I guess. Whatever, same difference. It doesn't work. I thought it would work. Really doesn't work, huh? That's not good against Death Rattle boards? Was there any other reason it didn't work? Oh, it just says summon a 3/3. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of thought that would work, to be honest. Makes that card feel a lot worse to me, actually. Opponent shattered again. Probably can get that done, but now I'm getting to the point where I'm like healing a lot. Sort of. Oh my god, it was a Mage Shatter card from Merch Seller. Oh, no. No, I gave them a ton of damage. No. But I'm healing for 4. Surely that's okay, because that's only like 5 direct damage, right? They're not dead at all, right? 7 and 12 is 19. Closer than I'd like. I-Beam. Do we just take this just to be extra super duper safe? Maybe kill this guy off because he's like actually kind of a liability now. Like maybe, yeah. I think so. Maybe he's giving them damage that I don't want them to have, right? I don't know. I think you're always safe at 13. That's 4 damage only, right? So I think that's fine. They don't have any other direct damage in the stack, I don't think. Woo! The Mage Shatter is scarier than I'd like, man. Oh, I think we've done it, guys. This was close. We've had a couple pretty close ones against these token druids, but just kind of get over the hump. Imbue Druid has not been the same story. I've been losing to the Imbue Druids. Those are a lot tougher. A lot tougher. Naspira feels good every single time, though, I will say. Like, Naspira, to me, feels like the MVP of this deck for sure.